Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the most important podcast in human history, the Punchline Podcast, supported by
Farhan Solo
and Musin Yesalada and the Young Feminist Foundations, ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Thank you for our sponsors. Thank you to all our sponsors who support this lovely podcast.
Yeah, man.
I'm very pleased.
Oh, Lucas, can you do timestamps again?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool, man.
Well done. What's that? He revealed the third wall or some shit.
Broke the 4-4.
Broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
You bastard. Oh, right. I should put this on airplane mode. This has been disastrous.
You're slag.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for supporting this podcast because it is important for society. Next week, we're going to have Gary Lineker and Tommy Robinson on the podcast live.
And Andrew Tate.
And Andrew Tate.
And Kanye West.
What does Andrew Tate think of this podcast?
Oh,
Do it.
I can't.
It was really good. Do it. Yeah.
This podcast. This podcast is for incels. You all need some cars because women like cars.
That's really good, isn't it?
Women like cars, and you're incels, and you wank off in your mom's basement, and you got Cheeto fingers. You just need some cars.
You know, you said
You
all
need a
that.
Bugatti.
You do all of those things.
Do I?
Yeah. But you're not an incel.
I'm not.
So what are you? Just a Farhan?
I'm a cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do all of those things?
What with cars? Or being incel?
Wank off in your mum's basement.
Oh yeah, it's a standard Monday night.
With Cheetos on your fingers.
It's extra lube.
Oh, mate.
Oh, cheesy lube. Oh.
God. But this is an MMA podcast. Cars. Farhan Solo. Okay, guys, thank you for coming to the podcast. Farhan, where can they find you?
In Syria.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when are you going, by the way?
Next week.
We should start doing a countdown to Farhan joining ISIS because it's coming.
Yeah.
It is coming. I've said this on this podcast before, I think, or maybe I said it to you in person. You are 2 bad gigs away from joining ISIS. Genuinely, he's like literally 2 bad gigs away.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna take for you to like end up getting married to Shamima Begum.
Deaf to the West.
Yeah, not deaf. Deaf's a bit harsh. More like a naughty.
Slap on the wrist of the West.
You naughty boys.
Yeah. Naughty boys.
You naughty boys. Shout out Omar, by the way.
No, don't.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, we're not. We take that back.
Shall we get on track?
Sure, man.
What are we discussing?
We are discussing UFC.
Oh, shall we discuss Jan first?
No, let's do that later.
Okay.
Because we're lucky if people listen to the first 10 minutes, so let's give them what they want.
UFC 286.
Yes.
The main event is Gunnar Nelson versus Brian Barberena. The main event.
I'd kill myself again.
Main event is Leon Edwards versus Usman Kamaru.
Is that the Nigerian Nightmare?
Nigerian Nightmare versus Rocky.
Yeah. The Nigerian Nightmare versus the Sleepy Brummy.
the Birmingham Dream.
Yeah. He actually is. Get up, Rocky! What a fight. What a fight.
Don't let him dominate you. What did he say?
Don't let him bully you, Rocky.
Don't let him bully you, Rocky.
Wake up! What a fight.
What a fight, and what a corner man.
Yes.
One of the greatest corner man works I've seen.
Yeah. I didn't like the corner work while I was hearing it live because in my head I was thinking, give the guy some critical feedback.
I think they know him and they knew he was not awake.
Yeah.
They were like, no, we need to snap it into him.
I've had a few boxing matches in my life because I'm an athlete, and I'm not saying I can resonate with a UFC fighter fighting for the world championship. However, I'm about to make a point along those lines. There is a moment sometimes when you're competing where you do zone out.
Yeah.
Because of maybe an adrenaline dump, you're confused. Like I was losing a boxing match and I did end up losing the match. And I had so many thoughts going on in my head, I forgot to fight.
Yeah.
So for the last round, I just walked around with a high guard and defended myself because I was confused. I didn't know what to throw. I could hear my coach yelling at me still in my, but the message isn't getting through. And sometimes you do need someone to literally just go, wake up, or throw some water. Oh, that kind of rang my ear a little bit.
Wow.
You don't know your own strength.
Yeah, mate, power.
I think also it was elevation as well because it was in Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
and a lot of fighters apparently were suffering that at that card.
And they trained for it all the way throughout the training camp. But I think doing it in the training room and doing it,
Plus, Usman
Lives
trains
it.
at elevation. His
Mm.
team is elevation,
yes.
and Leon Edwards. You could tell the first round he was fresh. After that, he kind of like I think he got to him, and then the fifth round, it's all history went good. So this time it's in London. It's gonna be very different, and I think it'll be even this time. So, yeah, I think it'll be a different fight. I think we'll still see some elements of the fight before. We'll still see Usman, having the advantage in grappling,
Yeah.
and obviously Leon in striking. But yeah, I'm hoping for a more exciting fight this time.
Do you think if Leon wins now, do you think he finally gets the credit he deserves?
Yeah, I think. Obviously people are saying. Some people say it's lucky. It wasn't lucky. That was perfectly timed. He tricked him. He tricked him into going the wrong way, blocking, and then he head kicked the fuck out of him. So
I think people in the US think Leon Edwards is a bigger star in the UK than he actually is.
yeah,
Like you would think he'd be much bigger by now.
yeah.
But you don't really see, like Lucas, you're not a big MMA fan. Have you heard of Leon Edwards outside of this podcast?
No, not really. But I've heard him a lot in this podcast.
Yes.
So,
So he's a British UFC champion.
I don't think Leon.
The,
I don't think Leon Edwards gets the respect from the UK fans as much as he should have because he don't talk.
No,
He don't talk trash like Paddy or Darren or Conor McGregor.
no.
That's why. And also, I don't know. Maybe a bit of racism's involved as well.
Why? Because he's tall.
Yeah, because he's tall. But basically, I went to the Darren Till fight versus Masvidal in 2019, and Leon Edwards was getting booed versus Gunnar Nelson,
Which is mental.
which is insane because Gunnar Nelson's not even from the UK.
Gunnar Nelson was kind of popular here because of his SBG link.
Yeah, because of
Which is
McGregor,
ridiculous.
but if you see the England flag on Leon Edwards, you should be supporting him.
Yeah.
And they were booing him. And I was like, what the hell are you guys doing?
I want Leon to win.
I want Leon.
Genuinely do.
Yeah.
It depends what Kamaru. We don't know what Kamaru we're gonna get.
He's been a bit weird, ever since he lost.
A little bit coy,
A bit weird, yeah, I don't know.
and he's had a hand injury up until
Yeah.
6 weeks ago. That
Yeah.
hand was casted up.
Mm.
So is he gonna throw it? Will it break early? Why is he rushing it if it hasn't? Because I highly doubt that hand.
What
is
do you
gonna
think
be healed.
Usman's game plan would be this time, or what he should do?
It's not gonna be that dissimilar to what he did the first time.
Yeah,
He didn't do anything wrong really
No.
up until the knockout.
yeah.
First
think-
round was a little bit iffy and strange.
I think what it was, he let the foot off the gas on the fifth round.
I think he'll be more wary of takedowns initially
Yeah.
from Leon
Yeah,
because when he was in the underhooks, Dan Hardy made this point. When Leon had underhooks, he didn't really care
yeah,
because what's Leon's going to do with these underhooks? And then he took him down.
yeah.
So I think you'll see a lot more respect for Leon's grappling.
Mm.
However, I think that increase in respect will lead to Kamaru grappling more and harder and for longer and working to chain things together more. I also think, if they have any sense about Kamaru Usman has been trying to get out the habit of reaching for legs
Yeah.
and reaching for arms, and instead of slipping left and right,
Mm.
really getting in the habit of leaning back, which he does do,
Yeah.
leaning back out of shots rather than leaning to the side, because that's how he walked into that head kick, because
Yeah.
he threw the fake and he leaned into that direction, boom, a well-drilled kick.
I think he should give him the foot stomp special. Just push him up against the cage.
But
foot
fuck
stomp
him for 5 rounds.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it for 5 rounds. That's what he should do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Leon. I'm gonna pick Leon. Yeah,
Mhm.
but the reason I'm picking Leon's not really based on logic, because I think if you were to predict this fight based on logic, you would say Usman's gonna out wrestle him,
Yes.
get the decision. But I'm picking Leon just based on the kind of vibe going into the fight.
Momentum.
Leon's got the momentum. He seems confident. He seems like he's gonna be a lot more prepared this time, prepared for the elevation this time. Whereas Usman, I don't know. It looks like it kind of got to him this time. And yeah,
Here's to support your argument. I'm not saying this is my argument, but to support your argument. Is Kamaru Usman going to improve as a fighter from here onwards? Probably not. Does Leon still have some ceiling room?
yeah, Yeah, Leon's 31.
Yes.
Usman's gonna be 36 in May, so
And I don't think Usman didn't win the title until he was at least 32, right?
something like that.
Yeah, he won the title in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I think he has more room.
Yeah.
I think he has more room. It just depends what Kamaru Usman. The best Kamaru Usman beats the best Leon
Yeah.
Edwards, in my opinion. However, we see all this story in the book. You see a guy who's on his way down, and then you see a guy who's on their way up, and they meet at that intersection.
Yeah.
You know?
Leon's in his prime. Usman's about to leave his prime, or
Maybe he's already left.
maybe he's already left it.
I mean, the guy, Usman was talking on the Joe Rogan podcast, saying sometimes he struggles walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
People should take that seriously.
Yeah, I think people from wrestling backgrounds have like the worst injuries, and
I know.
so their bodies are broken. So
I mean, if you DC, I know DC was much older, but when DC said he sneezed and blew his back out, that was a terrible sign for where his career was about to go. And if Kamaru Usman is really worried about walking upstairs and stuff like that, are you going to be able to keep up with that pace for this long?
yeah, what's Usman's prediction this time?
Has he made a prediction?
What's Usman's prediction?
Oh, you're asking. Ask me again.
What's Kamaru Usman's prediction for the fight?
I'm going to go in there and knock him out. Leon, if you're hearing this, you know you woke up the Nigerian nightmare. Now, I respect Leon. I like Leon. He gave me a good fight. I needed a nap. When I was sleeping in that octagon, I was thinking, why is everyone so upset? I got my beautiful, shiny, bald head. I'm going to go to Nigeria, set up a promotion. I'm going to get some lion tattoos and some lion skin and wear it over my shoulders because I've got that lion underdog mentality. Leon, after the fight, you can come around the campfire and I'll tell you a story. But that story ends with you getting knocked the fuck out.
How many ligaments did you tear in your penis?
I tore all my ligaments.
How many ligaments did you tear?
All the ligaments in my penis, Joe.
Okay.
I've had 47 kids, Joe. No ligaments in my penis, Joe. Not one.
So are the ligaments prepared now? Are they repaired?
All my ligaments are together.
So will that help you beat Leon?
And on Saturday night, I'm going to drive it into Leon's mouth.
So
Leon Edwards!
What's your final prediction?
I'm going. I don't know. I genuinely, Lucas, what's your prediction?
I don't know.
What's your prediction?
My prediction, I'm going to go Leon Edwards, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure how. But I'm just going to go Leon based on momentum, confidence, having that edge on Usman, having knocked him out in the last fight in a, devastating way. So I'm just going to go Leon based on that. But I'm not sure if it's going to be another knockout or decision. I have no idea.
I think Dana White wins.
Dana White, yeah.
Because he comes with the champ and leaves with the champ.
Yeah, true.
And I think our TikTok wins.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
Okay.
I think I'm going to knock him out. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Since we've started this podcast, this is probably the fight I'm most confused about.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know where Usman is at unless you watch Anatomy the Fight and listen to him tell a campfire story.
Yeah. I wonder who the favorite is. Let's see. UFC 286. Oh, fuck this. I'll get rid of the porn. UFC 286.
Don't get rid of it.
You watching any new porn recently, Lucas?
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen. You guys ready?
What's the best
you wanna watch
porn? Give me a good porn.
it? What? Just a movie?
Yeah.
I like
Ooh, Usman's the
Bonnie
favorite.
Potter and the Philosopher's Bone.
Ah, nice.
You ever seen that one?
I like that one.
Usman's the favorite.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Minus 230 favorite.
Better not. They're in my favor. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know,
It's
but
interesting.
it's such an exciting fight, and it's another example of why MMA is better than boxing.
What would be good? I do want Leon to win, but it would be nice for Usman to just shut up the crowd. Just shut them up, man. Just like batter him, make it a boring fight, hold him down for 5 rounds, and just, silence the crowd, man.
If Usman loses this, what does it do for his legacy?
Yeah, it will hurt his legacy, of course.
GSP returns as the definite of the
GSP's.
division.
I don't think he ever surpassed GSP anyway.
Some people made the argument.
Yeah,
but
that
he
was
did.
dumb.
Yeah.
That was just hype at the time because he was knocking guys out. But no,
So if he beats Leon in this trilogy,
yeah,
does he surpass?
no, he don't surpass GSP, but he's back on track to, rebuild. But
Yeah.
he's gonna have to rebuild hard because GSP did the same. GSP lost, came back and won. So if Usman can do that, then yes, he's
How
back
many
on track.
fights does Usman even have left
I don't know.
where he can perform? To
That's
the
interesting,
standard?
actually. Do you think Usman had a better career than GSP up until getting knocked out?
No,
Yeah, no,
no.
same. I think Usman needs a lot more title defenses. What do you have? 4 or 5?
The difference is Usman had the longer run
Yeah,
of undefeated, but GSP's run started earlier into a title reign.
yes, yeah. But you could make the argument that it was easier back then to get a title shot.
Yeah, potentially. But then we're always going to be dropping people off because fighters are all constantly evolving.
Usman has had a good career. Like,
Oh, yeah, brilliant career.
like if GSP's number 1, he's number 2. Well, wait,
Yeah, and there's no shame in that
there's no shame in that at all.
because he's fought, Covington.
He's got one of the longest UFC winning streaks, right? 15. Is it 15?
Who's his best win? Would you say Covington's his best win?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's like he had to dig down deep.
Okay.
It was the biggest competitor he's had.
If he beats Leon Edwards in this rematch, is it a better win than the Covington wins?
Depends how he does it. If he goes out and dominates him, and
Is that more
make-
impressive?
if he goes out and finishes him, I probably could be.
You'd have to say it is
Well,
because
do
you
you know
have to
what?
give the champion respect.
His most
know?
impressive win is probably knocking out Masvidal.
Yeah, because no one thought he could
Because
do that.
he knocked him out cold. But his most exciting win was probably Kobe. But I don't think it's his best win in terms of being dominant because it was a competitive
What I
fight.
mean by is like on paper.
Oh, on paper,
I think if he beats Leon Edwards, you have to, because Leon Edwards is now a champion,
yeah.
you have to give that the respect it deserves. And the fact it's the pressure of a trilogy that's 1-1.
And he also got knocked out in the
Yeah.
last one. If he comes back and wins, yes, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to say that's his best win. Leon. Someone asked the other day, like on Twitter, why hasn't Leon got the respect he deserves? And I think there's a multitude of factors.
Yeah.
I think one, he was always winning, but it was never like, wow.
Yeah.
He just shook up the world.
Yeah.
It was like a decision here. He controlled Gunnar Nelson for 3 rounds. Bilal Muhammad, there was the awkwardness, but he was controlling that. Nate Diaz was a huge thing because he was looking really impressive.
Then he let
But
it slip.
then Nate Diaz got the street decision
Yeah.
because people looked at that as like a Diaz W
Yeah.
because of how it ended.
Yeah.
And that just goes into people's recency bias. You could dominate for 24 minutes, but if in that last minute...
It almost happened to him. What
Yeah.
happened to Usman almost happened to him.
Yeah.
So I think, do you think Usman has a chance of knocking him out standing?
Yes.
He does, right?
Yeah, Usman, if you can knock out Jorge Masvidal,
Yeah.
who's notoriously famously got
Yeah.
a good chin, I mean, look at the size of the man.
I think-
Like he can knock anyone out on his
I think
day.
Usman's, up until this fight, his boxing was looking so good.
His jab is sharp.
Yeah, jab is sharp versus Gilbert Burns versus Masvidal. Versus Kobe. He was looking really good, man. And then,
There's a few elements of his jab that I really love.
yeah.
One, he uses that almost that heavyweight Lennox Lewis style jab where he keeps it at range in front of him. And a key to a good jab is no wind up. A lot of people have the habit of before they throw a jab, recoiling or coiling it, whatever you call it. His one starts here, bang,
Don't touch me.
bang, fucking bang. We should attach the video of my famous head kick that I threw today.
So Leon.
Amazing.
So you're going with Leon. No, wait, you didn't pick.
I'm not picking.
Okay, fine.
I'm too much of a pussy.
All right.
Should I pick, or should I? Can I be a pussy?
Just be a pussy.
Okay, I'll be a pussy.
No, pick, man. Fuck you.
Okay, I'll pick. I'm picking. Put a gun to my head. Put a gun to my head. Put a gun. My mum. I love my mum. I love my mum. I love my mum. Leon Edwards.
Oh, same.
Okay.
Okay, shall we move on?
No, Usman.
You go with Usman.
I'm going Usman.
Should we bet?
No, it's haram.
Okay. Should we move on then?
Sorry, one sec. Can't believe you just said something haram.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev.
Oh, what a fight.
That's a fight of the night written
Yeah.
all over it, man. That's
Yeah.
war. That's a war.
It's the battle of who can give the
Battle
other
of the-
more CTE.
This is actually Battle of the Bastards,
Yeah.
UFC edition.
There's going to be so many liver kicks
So much blood.
and leg kicks.
Leg kicks, yeah, body
Yeah.
kicks. So Fiziev is the favourite. Not surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you not surprised by that?
I think it's just because of momentum.
Yeah, but he's coming off a win, Gaethje, isn't he?
Yeah, but
Who did he beat?
Michael Chandler?
Yeah, Michael Chandler. Yeah. Surely you got to give the veteran the respect here.
Fiziev's coming off knocking out RDA, Brad Riddell, decision to Bobby Green.
Did he stop RDA?
Yeah.
Thought he decisioned him.
No, he knocked him out.
What round?
I think it was like round 5 or 4.
They're saying going the distance.
Round 5.
This is only 3 rounds, but it's not going the distance.
Justin Gaethje. I think it could go the distance because everyone says that about Justin Gaethje's fights and they end up going the distance.
Fights like this, yeah.
No, Justin Gaethje's coming off a loss. He lost to Charles.
Oh, why does the Chandler fight feel like it was sooner?
So I believe that's why Fiziev is the favourite
Oh.
because Fiziev's the favourite because Gaethje is coming off a loss.
That order feels weird to me.
Yeah.
Of course, because Chandler just fought Poirier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes no sense.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I think Fiziev's the favourite because Gaethje's coming off the loss to Charles.
Yeah.
Fiziev's got the momentum, big winning streak.
Mm,
And yeah, style-wise, yeah, it's gonna be a war, I think.
those two are going to kick the shit out of each other.
I think also it comes to how much. I'm not saying Justin Gaethje's old or he's finished or anything, but just how much has he got left? Because he got dropped versus Charles a few times. I don't know. His chin was tested because before Justin was kind of known for having a good chin and taking shots, and then someone like Fiziev hits really hard. I don't know how it's gonna go.
This is my opinion. If I had to give an early prediction in this conversation, it's going to be a striking battle, and I think Fiziev is the cleaner striker between the two.
Who wins the kicking battle?
Fiziev.
Yeah.
He's got far more Muay Thai experience, and he basically lives in Thailand.
Yeah. So
Gaethje is a throwback fighter.
What do you mean?
Like Gaethje's style reminds me of that early 2000s MMA style.
That's the thing. He's got the wrestling, but his wrestling was more defensive based, right? He wasn't really a takedown guy.
Do you think Gaethje in 20 years' time, when his career's all said and done, will regret
Probably.
some of his behavior?
Yeah.
And the fact that he
The
didn't,
CTE, the wars he didn't need to have.
knowing damn well he could have just butt fucked a lot of these guys.
Could he have though?
I mean, yes, he could have.
Yeah.
If he decided that he was going to integrate it into his game as soon as he started MMA. But for whatever reason, he decided that wrestling was for pussies. Legit. Yeah. Even though he spent his whole life... Bruv, it's mental. You spend your whole adolescent years and your childhood getting really good at this one thing. And now you have the potential to make millions by using this skill that's made you no money so far.
What's worse
And you choose not to use it.
Yoel Romero's worse.
Yoel Romero is, I think, one of the reasons why Yoel Romero didn't use it is an age thing.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Because Yoel Romero is 276 years old.
He was a freak of nature, man.
Yoel Romero was, if you know The Last Supper.
Yeah.
The painting, the famous painting of The Last Supper. If you zoom into the background, you can see Yoel Romero doing push-ups. You can. That's a fact. Not many people know that.
I love you, man. Didn't he start MMA like 40 years old?
Go for Jesus, not for gay Jesus.
No. I still remember that, watching that, and I was like, what the fuck?
Michael Bisping, I love you.
Do you remember
I
when?
love you,
Do you remember
Bisping.
Do you remember the ultimate disrespect is when he knocked out Rockhold and then just lipped? He just lipped him.
Imagine, Lucas, getting knocked out by someone, and before your body gets a chance to drop, he kisses you on the lips on the way down. Bang!
Rockhold was just like, oh fuck, I don't even know what's going on. And then he's like lips him.
That's what Lucas is going to do to me when he knocks me out in our Patreon war.
Except I'm gonna suck
So,
Oh, yes.
What's your prediction then?
I think me and Lucas by stoppage.
No, Fiziev, Gaethje. What's your prediction?
I'm going Fiziev by kicking the living shit out of him.
What round?
Late in the second.
I'll probably go with second as well. But Gaethje don't really get knocked out like that.
I think it's going to be a body attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Gaethje kind of looks a little bit soft to the body, innit?
Yeah.
He's got a little soft lower side, and those Muay Thai boys, they see that and go, yes, please.
Yeah, it's true.
Couple of liver shots.
Do you think Fiziev gets a title shot upon victory?
No.
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 Oh, Dariush.
Dariush is in the line.
Yeah, Dariush makes sense.
But Dariush has to fight, what's his face? Oliveira. So the winner, they're not going to give it to Oliveira.
But if Dariush loses, then they might.
Fiziev might get fast-tracked.
Fiziev vs Dustin would be a good fight.
All right, here's a fun thing for us to do. Give me the route to how Gaethje wins, and then give me the route to how Fiziev wins. Talk me through it.
I think it just depends who can take more damage.
Yeah.
Who's the last man standing? It's a last man standing match.
Do you think it's just...
I think it's a last man standing match.
I think Gaethje has to take away Fiziev's legs.
Yeah.
Because if you want to be a Muay Thai fighter, turn them into boxers.
Yeah.
Because Muay Thai fighters rely heavily on the kicks to set up the punches and vice versa. So if Gaethje likes, I think, what was it against Khabib, where Trevor Whitman was saying we need X amount of leg kicks. That's how that camp thinks. If he can just fucking whip those in as soon as the bell goes and take away his calves fairly quickly, and we know Gaethje kicks hard, then that's a route for him.
Do you think one of them will impose grappling game?
No. I think both of these guys have come in deciding that it's going to be... I think Fiziev is the physically stronger man as well.
Yeah.
Does he hit harder, though? He probably kicks... I don't know.
I think his technique is better. But
it's a cleaner technique.
Yeah. He's got the spinning shit as well.
Funnily enough, he's got the spinning shit, but his only loss in his resume was from a spinning attack.
Oh, okay.
To Mustafayev.
Oh.
I do my research.
Good. Oh, yeah, Magomed Mustafayev.
Yeah, what a name, by the way.
Mustafa.
That guy, so after taking Fiziev's momentum, went on to lose to Riddell, I believe. Yeah. And then Fiziev beat Riddell. So that's another example of how MMA maths is bollocks.
We've got some other good fights on the card. Gunnar Nelson vs Brian Barberina. I don't know who's going to win.
Funny that. You know when you zoom out at the MMA bigger picture, right? So UFC London, Darren Till, Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Gunnar Nelson got the hero's welcome. What's the favourite against Leon Edwards?
Yeah.
Gets controlled.
Yeah.
And now Leon Edwards is the champion. And Gunnar Nelson has kind of fell back into...
He's just gatekeeper status.
Yeah, like he's not...
I mean, both of them are kind of gatekeepers. Both of them are just kind of like...
Like Gunnar Nelson probably hasn't been ranked in years.
Nah.
You know?
Gunnar Nelson just got the Conor McGregor kind of, pop. He was never that great.
No.
He had a few good wins. But
I'll knock out Gunnar Nelson myself.
He needed to, add more striking in. He was just too grappling based all the time. So I think Brian Barberina could probably knock him out, but if Gunnar Nelson gets him to the ground.
Yeah.
So...
Who else we got? That's
the favourite is... Gunnar Nelson's a huge favourite, actually, so... we got Jennifer Maia.
That Barberina guy, wasn't he a heavyweight at one point?
Casey O'Neill's right,
Was Barberina a heavyweight at one point?
No.
Wasn't he famously lose a fuckload of weight?
No, I don't think so.
Marvin
Vettori versus Roman Harris. No. Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze.
Dolidze's a good fighter.
Yeah.
We saw him recently. What was Roman Dolidze's last fight?
Can't remember.
He fought, I'm sure he fought recently. Let's have a look.
These Georgians are killing it, man.
Who did
he beat Jack Hermansson.
Yep.
So he's on momentum. He's on 3 KOs.
Yeah.
Marvin Vettori's probably the popular pick because it's Marvin Vettori. But
Dolidze, you can't sleep on that guy.
You can't sleep on him.
Yeah.
And
What round did he stop Hermanson in?
he stopped Hermanson in the second round.
That's impressive.
It's impressive.
Hermanson,
No one really.
Hermanson is game. Let's look at Hermanson's record.
I know he got knocked out by Cannonier in the second round or something as well. It's kind of win one, lose one. Cannonier knocked out Hermanson in the second round.
Former heavyweight.
Vettori decisioned him.
Yeah.
Sean Strickland decisioned him, and Roman Dolidze. Wait, what? They already fought.
Yeah, Hermanson, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck
You had the brain fart there.
Brain fart.
Stick your hand out.
So Hermanson, Dolidze versus Vettori. Who you going?
I'm going to go Dolidze.
Are you?
Yeah.
I might go him too. Seems
Yeah.
like popular.
Yeah.
It seems like he's got the momentum. He's been knocking guys out. Marvin's fallen off a bit. If he can't get the guy down, then I don't really know what he does. Striking wise, it's not great, is it?
Kind of feel bad. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way,
Yeah.
but Marvin Vettori strikes me as a guy who's overachieved in life.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't blessed with many physical gifts,
Nothing. Nah.
but and you know what? That's a compliment.
Yeah.
He's a very hard-working guy, and maybe he's overachieved in life. I think Dolidze might be, at this stage, momentum is so key. 3 rounds. How much has Vettori? Because Vettori fucked off to Thailand for a bit
Yeah.
to work on his striking after the Whittaker fight. But how much time is that to improve? You know, when was the Whittaker fight? 6 months ago?
Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Yeah.
That's not enough time to turn yourself into a world-class striker. Not that I'm saying you need to beat Dolidze, but you know, recency. Maybe we're victim of recency bias right now. That's another thing we should look out for.
Yeah. Can we talk about how
No,
Okay.
I'm joking. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Let's quickly talk about Merab and Jan. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Merab and Jan, I don't think anyone saw Jan getting dominated like that. 50-45.
I don't think people knew Merab was good. I don't think anyone realized he's that good.
Yeah. I thought he was good too. I thought it might be a close fight, but I didn't think he was just going to fucking run through him.
You know, he set a record for takedown attempts.
49.
49 takedown attempts.
And he wasn't even tired at the end.
No. What an engine. Who has a better engine, him or Volkanovski? I think Merab, you know.
Yeah.
Because Volkanovski ain't attempting 49 takedowns.
It's not his style though.
No, but who can do that?
I don't know.
That was crazy. And he was, you know what was crazy? He took the piss at the end because when the bell rang at the end of the fight, he did that patronizing jog around the octagon to kind of indicate I've still got more in me.
Yeah. He's good, man.
He was impressive. I didn't.
So, Merab, do you think he would ever fight Aljamain? Because Dana was like, he would make a mistake if he didn't fight Aljamain.
I see what Dana White's doing. He's trying to emotionally blackmail him.
Yeah.
Saying, be careful what you wish for. Do me a favor. Knock that curtain behind you. There we go. Yeah, he's trying to do that. Be careful what you wish for.
Wait, let's start again.
Why?
Because you fucked it up.
Why?
You fucked it up.
Do you really think people care?
So, Merab,
Jesus Christ.
before the clip, innit?
Oh, okay. Oh, you're okay. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing.
So, Merab doesn't want to fight Aljamain. Dana said it would be a mistake not to fight him. Do you think it would be a mistake?
If he loses opportunity in the UFC hierarchy, yeah, it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Because who's to say you're going to be friends in 10 years?
Yeah.
And your kids come first.
Yeah.
You know, like if this is your only opportunity, life's not fair. If Dana White is willing to fuck your shit up because you don't want to fight your friend, unfortunately, life's not fair, innit?
Yeah.
Is it right that they would do that to you? No.
Yeah.
But will it happen? Probably yes. And Merab doesn't have the fan base bargaining power
Yeah.
as others have to be picky.
I think Merab's probably hoping Cejudo wins.
Deep down.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, deep down. He'd never say it out loud. But
No, but I think even if Aljamain wins, he'll probably go up to 145 anyway.
yeah.
So
His best bet is that Aljo leaves
yeah.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
However, if Cejudo, put it this way, if Cejudo beats Aljo, do you really think Aljo's going to put his hands up and say, okay, fine? Aljo's going to look out for himself and say rematch.
Rematch, yeah.
Which only holds up Merab more.
Mm.
So, Merab, you got to think, Would your boy do the same for you?
Yeah. Probably not.
Probably not.
You see people on Twitter calling Marab a cuck.
Why? Oh, right, yeah.
It's harsh.
I mean, all those people on Twitter are probably cucks themselves.
Yeah. I want to talk about because Marab was so impressive. Fuck, I lost it. Where is it?
It's in the brain.
I want to talk about because Marab looked so good on Saturday. I want to talk about how good Georgian fighters are looking at the moment.
Yeah, go on.
Like Marab, he's on a tear, dominated Jan, Roman Dolidze, Ilya Taporia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Yeah. We also have Giga, but he's lost a few.
It's that region of the world, man.
Yeah.
They're all coming through, and Georgia's a small country.
Got Guram Kutataladze as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're looking good. I think Georgians are just a step below Dagestanis right now.
Yeah.
I think they're playing catch up, but they'll get there one day.
Yeah.
But they kind of mix it up more striking wise. They have the striking and the grappling.
You're going to see a lot more Kazakh guys coming through because Kazakhstan's a big boxing country.
Yeah.
Some MMA fans might not know this, but Kazakhstan traditionally does really well in amateur boxing.
I mean, everyone knows Triple G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, he's an international superstar.
Yeah.
But not many people know how well the Kazakh fighters do in amateur boxing.
Yeah.
They're far better in amateur boxing than they are in pro boxing because they have a good amateur system out there.
Yeah. So
Azerbaijan as well, which surprises people.
I think in 10 years' time, the UFC is just going to be full of
Eastern Europeans and Eurasian people.
Nurmagomedovs,
Listen,
Kutataladze,
that
Dolidzes.
that Eurasia area is going to produce a lot of killers because those areas promote a multitude of different combat sports, and they're close to Thailand as well.
It'd be nice if some South Asians got in the mix. Have some Pakistanis and some Indians.
You got any Pakistanis?
Not in the UFC, but obviously on the UK amateur scene, there's a few. But
Is there any Turkish UFC fighters? Can you Google that?
I remember Gökhan Saki off the top of my head.
Yeah,
But
that's it. Volkan Özdemir is of Turkish descent,
Oh yeah,
but he didn't really claim it.
yeah. Not really. No. Gökhan Saki's at the most famous. I can.
Yeah, that's a shame. I feel underrepresented.
Let's see.
Ow! It hurts.
Pakistani UFC fighter.
Wow, a billion of you guys are not one UFC fighter.
There's no one who's really famous. Oh, there's a couple in one championship. One championship's got a lot of Pakistani and Indians.
Pakistani, yeah?
Oh, India has that guy Arjan Bula who was in UFC for a little bit.
When I grow up, I'm going to join UFC and destroy India.
Great.
Wow, grape.
Ahmed Mujtaba.
You have a butter's thumb.
Hmm?
Ugh, man. What kind of thumb is that, bruv?
Let me see yours.
I have a nice thumb. That's a good thumb.
Yours looks like a big toe.
Feel how soft my hands are.
No.
Have you felt how soft my
Fuck
hands
you, man. Go fuck off.
Okay. Fuck you, bloody. Fuck you, bloody.
Fucking bastard.
Wow, great.
You go to hell and you go down.
Strong. What the hell was that?
Have you not seen that?
No, is that what your dad said?
Fuck you, bloody.
Is that what you hear your mum?
Bloody bastard.
Is that what you hear your mum yell at your dad at 2 a.m?
Yeah.
You go hell and you go down.
Yeah. Have you not seen that video?
No.
Fuck, I'll send it to you later.
That's what Lucas's mum shouts at Lucas's dad as well, innit, Lucas? In that accent.
Yeah, it's very inappropriate.
It
We've
is.
had words with her.
I thought so too.
Couple other fighters to look out for in the London card. Mohamed Makayev, he's fighting. Jafel Fino. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, Mohamed Makayev. Hopefully he wins.
Are they giving him a plumber?
Yeah, but who cares?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Give him
he's
the
9-0, so 10-0. Hopefully he gets a few ranked guys. That'd be cool. Who else we got? We got
When do we turn this podcast into a Power Slap podcast? That's what I want to know. The Power Slap
we got
podcast.
Jack Shaw versus Makwan Amerikani.
Boring.
I can't believe Jack Shaw lost to Ricky Simone. Unbelievable. He was unbeaten before that. Imagine losing your unbeaten streak to Ricky Simone.
You name me fights and I'll say boring or not boring.
So what is this? UFC 286.
Boring or not boring. Yes.
Okay. Leon versus Usman.
Not boring.
Gaethje versus Fiziev.
Not boring.
Nelson versus Barberina.
Boring.
Jennifer Maia versus Casey O'Neill.
Boring.
Vittori versus Dolidze.
Not boring.
Jack Shaw Amerikani.
Actually, not boring.
Chris Duncan versus Omar Morales.
Boring.
Sam Patterson versus Yanal Ashmoz.
Boring.
Makaya versus Philo.
Boring, kinda. Who cares?
Lerone Murphy versus Gabriel Santos.
Not boring.
Christian Lee. Okay, let's just stop there.
I don't. If I said boring, it's probably because I didn't know the fighters.
Do you know what? Lerone Murphy's looking really good as well. Lerone Murphy's 11-0.
Come on, bro.
He's from Manchester.
Manchester. Should we go Archie's after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we'll go to Shake Bees, bro.
Okay, bro.
We'll go Miami.
Yeah, no.
Miami, Philadelphia, Florida.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Get that spicy double chicken.
Come on, bro. You know what I saw in Birmingham the other day? I saw a Pakistani green BMW. You know what I mean by Pakistani green, innit?
Yeah,
that
mashallah.
darker green, that green room green.
Mashallah.
Yeah. How much you love your country?
Not much.
You know who was in the car? The kid who wants to destroy India, and the woman who shouted "Wow, grape" was giving him a blowjob.
Oh,
Wow, grape!
would you fuck her?
No. Would you? No. No salami, no harami.
Yeah.
Should we wrap this up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to our podcast and supporting us. I think it's really great that we are championing underrepresented voices in the MMA space, and I feel like I've been heard.
Yes.
Do you feel like you've been heard?
Also, check out Lucas's OnlyFans.
Yes.
He's going to be transgender.
Top 1% for femboys.
Yes.
Top ops.
Lucas is
You probably
gonna
could be. I swear. you
I
could.
would 100.
People have told me when I've complained about being broke, they're like, you should start an OnlyFans.
I would 1,000,000% subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Yeah?
Femboy.
And share the photos on the Comedy Collective.
Leak my OnlyFans.
I don't know why, but it'd just be
It
fun.
would be funny.
Why'd you do that? Funny. Yeah, guys, thank you for coming to our safe space. This has been the Punchline
Do you know what
Poddy.
your name should be? Lucas Jeffcock.
That's good.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
You could be my manager.
Look, you,
I'll
your
take 10%.
your surname, right? So,
Yeah.
How do you say it? Jeffcoat?
Yeah.
Sounds like the surname of a family that committed a few atrocities a few hundred years ago.
It does, but we actually didn't. I did research.
Are you not from Barons?
No.
Really?
No, I'm not.
Interesting.
It just means son of Jeff.
Who the fuck was Jeff?
Good question. I don't fucking know.
But he's your granddad, isn't it?
No. Like way further back.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's your granddad 14 times
Removed.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you love him?
He's a good guy. He taught me everything I knew.
Do you miss him?
So much. Miss him every day.
I'm named after my great grandfather,
Yeah.
Musin, right? And I asked my dad the other day, I was like, oh, was your granddad Musin a nice guy? And he goes, no, he was a tyrant. Chased me from building. I had to jump off a building once to get away from him. And I was like, so you named him after him? And then I saw a photo of him and I looked disturbingly like him.
Really?
Which is weird to see that you look like a guy who was born in the 1860s.
Yeah, that is.
Do you know what I
weird.
mean?
Do you have that photo?
I think I do somewhere.
should
I'll
find
pull it up.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, it's funny. It's barely a photo. It's basically a painting. It's just me wearing like a little Ottoman hat with like a curly mustache.
That's so funny.
Which I can grow because when this grows out, right, it gets
Yeah.
really curly towards the end, which is my Ottoman roots, I think.
That should be your next tour poster.
I think so, yeah. Right, guys, thank you so much for coming to the podcast. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and remember, as always, if you've listened this far, what does it make them, Lucas?
An incel.
Absolutely. Good night.